Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another Minecraft Feed the Beast video. My name is WhoBangMixK. I also just woke up again today, so we're going to have a little bit of weird voiciness, but it's okay, because we got some cool stuff to do today. So I'm going to jump down here. We're going to get to the housekeeping portion of the video. I'm just going to turn around for a second, and you're going to notice things have changed, at least in that respect. Now, I did do a redesign of this interior area. I did not like the way it looked pretty sloppy, so I had to fix it. So what you're going to see in here is, bang, a really cool looking open blocks tank here with this little interactive area here. This is why I love open blocks, because this is all one tank. It is 4 deep on here and goes all the way around, save for the elevators in the middle, and then you can get these pillars up and then have this 2 deep tank, and it's all part of one tank, which is really, really cool. In here I've added a hell of a lot more generators, still heated redstone generators, so that's cool. There are 5 on each, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so I have 60 heated redstone generators producing 160 redstone flux per tick, so 160 times 60 is a lot. We have a lot of redstone flux. Now up here I decided, like, I'm not really doing anything with this power, I'm just producing more power. I tried running an assembly table over here and it still went red after it made a lot of stuff. Like, it still lost power, which is somewhat disconcerting. Let me just go ahead and make some gates, because we're going to need these guys. So that is somewhat disconcerting, but I will run it so you can see what it does. God, I filled the whole bottom with lasers. That just looks so cool. So cool. I wish I had them, like, lining all over here, and I might fix this building so I could do that, because it just looks awesome when you have a ton of lasers surrounding it. But anyway, since we're not doing anything with this power, I decided I'll make an extension up here. And this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be creating an oil processing plant. Now, down here I have these Mine Factory Reloaded oil fabricators. And this is a very ugly setup. And that's why no one is seeing it. It's completely blocked unless you go down here. Of course, I had to make an entranceway with these elevators, just for maintenance, in case I ever needed to shut this off or turn on this oil flow or something like that. But yeah, it's not pretty. But this is what creates the oil. These things take in MJ or RF. Excuse me, it's not MJ or RF. RF, redstone flux, or EU from Industrial Craft, which just stands for energy units. And up here they will be piped into refineries, which will refine them, and put fuel in here, which we'll use to burn in a steam boiler, and that will produce power. So, without further ado, let's sleep really quick, because I'm not a fan of working in the nighttime, especially when I have a building that has windows in it, and the light comes through the windows. So, yeah. Okay, so what we need to do first off is set up some refineries. Now, they're pretty easy, except for the fact that they're generally pretty expensive. Refinery. There's a Refinery Plus, but we're not going to get into that just yet. Refinery, you can see here, is just 3 tanks, 2 redstone torches, and a diamond gear, which I've said before, gold gear, diamond, gold, iron gear, stone gear. Okay. We're also going to need more fluid duct, so I'm just going to order up 36 of that, because it comes in multiples of 6. And I did already make a crafting pattern for refinery, so we need 4 of these. So let's get that set up. And I believe that's... no, we're going to need some levers as well. I think I'll make 5 just to be sure. Okay. So, I'll also need... yeah, I'll also need some sandstone. I got this. Yep, I'm going to need some blocks too. We're going to do a little bit of multi-blocks work to get everything covered up. Because I thought I liked the exposed wiring that kind of looked last episode on the lava power station, but I really did not. So get me some sandstone, that'll be perfectly fine. Some cobblestone, perfect, I already have it chiseled. And we'll make our way. We're not going to fly this time, we're going to use the wonderful drawbridge. See, it still flips red over here. So I don't know if there's a limit. There's a tesseract powering all this. I don't know if there's a limit on how much the tesseract can produce. If we're just not producing enough, which I can't imagine would be the case, or if the redstone energy conduit can't transfer enough if we're transferring more than 10,000 RF per tick, which there's a solution for that as well. So I'll have to do some testing to figure out which one it is, but yeah, okay. So I think the way I want this to work is that the refineries will go probably on top of a liquiduct here. At least that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't need to do that. It's generally, like, when you can, it's generally good to avoid, like, pipe loops and stuff like that. They just cause a lot of frame lag, and they can cause issues on servers as well. If I could actually place the pipe correctly, though, that'd be fantastic. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 refineries. That's not going to be a refinery. 1, 2, 3, 4. We place these guys like so. Alright, so there's our 4 refineries. They do need to be filled with oil and given, they need to be given power too. I forgot about that. That's another puzzle to solve. This is the reason I like FTB, as my voice does some weird thing. I don't know what it just did, but this is what I like about FTB, is that everything becomes a puzzle, and you get to solve a puzzle. And some people may hate that, but I love it. Alrighty. And you can just right-click on a thing twice to make the fluid duct not connect to it. So with that connected, I'm going to hit this. Oil flows out of there. How rapidly are we depleting that? Pretty damn rapidly. Okay. But that's okay, because it is filling up both reservoirs in each thing. You know what I'm thinking is if we get a tesseract up there, that might actually be best. We have the power come down to the top on each one of these guys. Yeah, that might work out the best. And then we have our fluid duct come off the bottom. I don't know if it outputs directly into it, or if we have to give these power too. But if we do, no, please don't connect there. Please, no. Ah, great. Now I just lost all that oil. Fantastic. This is definitely going to be weird to cover all this up. You know what? I might have to knock him. Oh, I can't do that though because. Oh man, I can't do that because if I knock these down now, I'll lose all the oil that's inside of it, and that would be a huge waste, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to have to roll with it. So let's get us some covers, panels. These need to be chiseled into something else. Cover like so. Because if I block this off, it won't be, the fluid duct won't connect to it anymore, which is just great. And like does that still connect? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Cool. We have this like so, and we'll want this like so, like so. So it shouldn't connect anymore for, yes, perfect. Yeah, you know what? That'll actually work. That'll have to work. Alright, next step is getting power run to these guys, and then eventually covering the whole thing up. So, my guess is that I'm probably going to be putting a Tesseract right in that general area. So we'll break this out. We'll have that, like so, and there like that. So those are powered. This is a situation in which the wiring kind of looks cool. Kind of. I'm still not a huge fan, but whatever. It's with the space that I've got, it's what we have to work with. So, what is my, yeah, those will work. Just going to make some more covers, except in this sandstone, to get this guy covered up. Panels into covers. And we will cover up, nope. Microblocks is so finicky with the way you place it, but they can be, they're super useful for aesthetics here. Alright, we have like so. Is there a way to, I don't think there is. Okay, I do actually, ooh. This is going to work out nicely. So I take these guys all off here, right? Take that off there. Put this up there. We take the lever, not the crystal pendant, the lever. We have that. Flip it on, and on. What this is going to do, one, gives these power. Two, when I put these whatchamacallits on there, the fluid ducts, it will set those to export. So they will automatically export oil now. Not oil, fuel. See, they don't take out. Oh yeah, this is gonna work perfectly. If I could just get out of this area. Nice. Okay, so as soon as they start making fuel, as soon as they get power, they will be pushed out like so, and we'll be all good on that front. I just want to cover that up. We'll be able to put a Tesseract right in there. That can't be covered. Is that everything? I think that is, actually. We just need our Tesseract. And we need our frames to stop dropping. I don't know what's happening. My frames have just been, like, murdering themselves. And it's really frustrating. FTB is pretty taxing on your computer. Just a side note. And I only set up 4 of these, by the way. I know I say everything's in excess with FTB. I only set up 4 of those because they produce a lot of fuel, like each. It's really not necessary to have a ton of them, like not necessary at all. You're going to have extra fuel, and then you're going to end up wasting extra oil that you'll never end up using. So it's just somewhat pointless. We needed, yawn time. We needed an extra Tesseract. Oh, I also made this fluid terminal. I forgot to talk about this in the housekeeping section. I also made this fluid terminal because I'd like at some point to import these fluids into the ME system, which is possible now in FTB Monster, and I believe Applied Energistics too. Which is not what I'm running right now. I'm saying if you have that, if you're playing on like the Hermitcraft mod sauce pack or anything like that, you could still do this. Get a drink of water. So that's cool. I've also expanded my resource monitoring a significant amount. I think this looks really cool. I still have 3 more up there to go, but yes, I'm now monitoring essences. That is iron, gold, yellorium, which is my fuel source, tin, copper, platinum, or shiny. I don't know why it's called a shiny ingot. Ferrous ingots, I believe that's, what's that, Invar? No, ferrous, silver, and lead. So that's pretty cool, and it looks awesome, especially with the green. I really like that. So hopefully our Tesseract has finished by now, but if it hasn't, I feel like I know why. Let's check it out in here. It's because there's a lead ingot? It is because there's a lead ingot. I wonder why that is. Too hard. See, there's no way I could change that. It just always puts in an extra lead ingot. That's really annoying. Oh well, not much we could do. Let me take this. Now it should be able to make that, what is it called? Enderium. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. That, oh yeah, that's right. I screwed up the, I have to redo all this, but it requires me redoing the entire Frankenstein basement. I don't want to do that at all. But, you know what, I might, because I think I'm going to end up expanding our reactor. But yeah, it won't automatically take a resonant ender bucket out and put it into the fluid transposer. It doesn't know how to do that. So that's sort of a huge pain. I'm just going to make another one just because we have extra resonant ender here. You only need 1,000 for a bucket and 1,000 for a Tesseract. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rework this. I have my auto crafting for magical crops. They're all set up to craft a different item if we have less of a certain amount in our ME system. But we should now have our Tesseract frame, maybe. Come on. Come on, ME, what are you doing? No? Yes. Tesseract frame. Currently crafting Enderium. Why are we currently crafting Enderium? Is it just taking a long time? Alright, that's running. Okay, that's right. I'm a dummy. Because it can't craft the Enderium without the resonant ender bucket. Okay, I'm a fool. Yeah, so we don't necessarily have automated Tesseract production online yet, but it will happen. I'm definitely going to have to, because this is already starting to annoy me. In the meantime, while that loads up, you'll notice I dialed up Baby's first reactor again, so it's now producing 18... Really? That's all it's making? Wow. That's like... That's not a lot. That's really surprising, actually. I'm definitely going to have to change this, because that is not a lot at all. But I dialed Rodimus Prime back to 10%, which means it's operating at 90% of what it normally could, just because of that laser issue, and you can see it's still not able to keep up. So this is why we're creating a fuel refinery to then create another secret thing that I don't want to say yet that's really cool, and all that. I went back, I didn't even get the Tesseract. Oh, I'm all over the place today. Alright. Take this guy. Tesseract. Oh, I still have to make the actual Tesseract. Good thing that doesn't take a long time, because if it did, that would be not good. We'll come over here. We will warp our way up here and plop this guy down right there. Set it to owner only. Blocked, receiving energy. Power. And these should start working. Look at that. And just like that, and it's pumping stuff out. Cool. So we are making fuel, which is great. It is at a slow rate. I mean, these work wonderfully. I believe blue is the maximum power that they get, which I guess this is not providing that, which is actually really surprising. We're definitely going to have to change up Baby's first reactor next time. But point is, it's making fuel. OpenBlocks doesn't show it, I believe, until it has a 2,000 millibuckets in there, or 1,000 millibuckets, but it will eventually show up in the tank. And we're also not producing nearly enough power, oops, wrong level, to make oil fast enough. You can see this, like, there's no oil in there, there's no oil in there, there's no oil in there, there's no oil in there. Like, the oil tank is getting drained right now faster than it's being put in, so that's sort of a problem. So next episode we'll probably have to fix our power situation, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. So, as far as this redesign goes, if you're a fan of organization and these really neat lava tanks, if you are a fan of refining fossil fuels, all that stuff, please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. It really helps me out. Feel free to favorite and share as you'd like, and subscribe, because that way you get to see episode 10, and episode 10 is going to be really cool and really special. So, with that being said, this is about all I have for you today. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.